Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your December bonus reading. We are going to jump right in here as always. You have this Imagine card and this Exchanging Gifts card. So it is, the holiday season. Some of you could be exchanging gifts, but I think this is a different type of gift that you are receiving. So there could be some sort of gift, and damn, Capricorn, this looks really good so far. The Imagine card is about bringing your imagination down to earth. So if you are imagining something, a dream or something that you think would be a gift to yourself, then I think now would be a really good time to start taking action. And I was literally going to say that, and you have this Aries card that says take the lead on it. So I think it's time for you to take action on, building a dream or, whatever you are imagining at this time. And hold on one second, because I do want to show you this card here. On this card, there is like this, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a lady and she's pulling the moon down to earth. So again, I think a lot of you are maybe trying to bring a dream down to earth, or you're trying to manifest something that you've been imagining for a long time. You end with Ace of Swords, so I definitely think this will be a victory for you. You start here in your current general energies with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is quick success or a quick conclusion. This looks like a successful reading to me. I mean, you have the Star, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups so far, Empress even, so a lot of good energy coming up here. The Eight of Wands is your focus, and the reason I'm saying this is because you have the Ace of Swords and the Star. The Star is about having a single focus, like having one thing that is your North Star, your guiding light, that one thing that you want to accomplish. And if you focus on it, you'll accomplish it. Ace of Swords is a laser-like focus. So the more focused you can be with this energy, the better. Your crossing energy is the Empress. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you in a Celtic cross. And the Empress card is a very good card. It is a card of abundance and creating abundance. She's also able to create abundance easily. She can just wave that scepter in front of her, and the wheat in front of her will grow. And so I think you need to make sure that you're not making things too hard, like, making sure that you're doing things efficiently, which I think I've been saying to you all year. So I would just keep being efficient with the Empress energy, and I think that will be your best bet. Empress says you're very attractive at this time as well. So if you're hoping to get attention, you have the Empress and you have the Star. So definitely could be a lot of attention for you, and this could be for anything. You have the Star in the area of what's on your mind or the area of your thoughts. The Star is, again, about having a North Star, having that one guiding light right here, that one thing that you focus on and accomplish. Same thing with the Ace of Swords, very similar. Again, Ace of Swords is about, kind of laser-like focus, not having any distractions in your way when you're trying to work on a project or work on your dream or whatever's going on here. With the Star in the area of what's on your mind, I would definitely say this is like a dream or a wish or a goal, something big that you are trying to accomplish, and I think you are getting closer and closer with this energy, so it looks really good to me. I think there's a lot of light on you right now, and I've been saying that all year as well, because Pluto officially moving out of your sign. I think that you can shine a little bit more, and I would go get that attention for whatever it is that you want. Next, in the area of your foundation, you have the Ace of Cups. You also have the Queen of Cups here. So the Ace of Cups is about kind of like following your heart, especially with that Queen of Cups energy. The Queen of Cups, she listens to what her heart is telling her to do, and she does it. So this doesn't have to be love. This could be any area of your life. I do think that there clearly could be love coming in for you because you have the Page of Cups right here. So there could be a new person, like an admirer. You could be the admirer, whatever. Take it how it resonates. But, I think that there could be a new connection for some of you. And the Ace of Cups would be your emotions overflowing, being very happy. So this could be a very happy connection as well if you are looking for love. Next, you have in the area of the past, this is the energy you're moving past. You have this Law of Attraction card and this Celebration card. So I think that you have manifested something like in the past that you're getting now. So, again, this coming up in the past, I feel is really saying that you're about to be celebrating, and especially based off this whole entire reading. Again, it's a very good reading. So, I think for the most part, you have been trying to manifest something, and this is saying now you are, because you manifested in the past, and it's going to lead to a celebration. You have the King of Wands also in the past. The King of Wands can be like very bold, very assertive, hardworking. He's a little bit of a visionary as well, and he kind of has like foresight, and I kind of feel that's what this is saying, is that you're moving from the energy of just imagining something into the energy of taking action on something that you have been imagining, if that makes sense. So again, maybe you've been trying to manifest like a business or trying to manifest financial growth or whatever it is. And next we have this Aries card. I read the King of Wands as Aries, and so I think a lot of you could finally be taking action based off of this next card. So in the area of the very near future, you have this Capricorn card, you, right here. It says, it will not be an easy path, but if you build discipline, you will achieve your goals. You have this Take the Lead, Aries card. It says, don't wait for others to light the way. It's time to step up and take the lead. Yes, so I think it's definitely time for you to take the lead here. Again, you are the one that's lighting the way. You know, really, with the Star card, that's what this is saying. It's like you are the one that is going to take control here. And again, you show up as Capricorn with that Capricorn card. If you want love, some of you could clearly be attracting an Aries. It could be any sign. I mean, general reading, but Aries definitely stands out in this reading. Aquarius as well. But like I said, it could be any sign. But I think it's time for you to take the lead on what you're trying on your dream. Even the Page of Cups outside of love represents your dream life. He has this fish in this cup right here, and that fish is something that he sees. We don't really know if that fish is real or not. That fish might be part of his imagination. It might not even exist. But I always say that he needs to grab onto that fish and bring it down to earth. So if you are trying to create something, have something, be something, like now is the time to really manifest whatever this is on earth so that you can have or create something great for yourself. And, the Page of Cups is very dreamy, so could be a dream. Also, clearly could be like an admirer or a person that you're interested in. I'm not sure yet. We're going to clarify and we'll see what else comes up. But, I think this reading is more about a dream. It's not so much about love, although that could be part of your dream, but still, whatever, right? Next in your outcome row, you have this reconnect card and this purpose card. I think you need to reconnect with your purpose. Like, what is the reason that you are doing things? Like, I think as humans, rarely do we really think about like why we want to do something, right? It's like, a lot of people will say to me that, especially, I teach a lot of YouTube classes on the weekends and stuff, and a lot of people will say to me that they want to start a channel, and they'll give me kind of like a surface level reason of why they want to start the channel, and I encourage people to go deeper. They'll be like, oh, I want to make money so I have financial freedom. It's like, yeah, that's part of it, but it's like, what is the outcome that you really, really want? And I think that's what you have to reconnect with. Like, when I talk to these people, maybe they say like, really, I want to have the freedom to only work 4 hours a day and then I can play with my grandchildren for the rest of the day, or something like that. It's like usually there is a deeper reason why we want to do something. And when we reconnect deeper with our purpose, then we can kind of work backwards and, create whatever that is. So a lot of people, they like start a YouTube channel, just giving you an example here, Capricorn, and they end up working for like 20 hours a day like I do, which isn't healthy, right? And they don't have a life, right? So they never get what they actually set out to do in the first place. But when they work backwards, then maybe they figure out, oh, I only need to work 4 hours. I don't need to work all this extra time. I really don't need to make a lot of money because really I only need to have like this much, which could let me work this much, and then I can have the actual dream, right? So, it's like, I think working backwards is very helpful, and that's what this is trying to tell you to do. In the area of your next few months, you have the Queen of Swords, a lot of clarity coming in for you, which again, I think you are removing the haze of Pluto in your sign. Plus, over the next few months, all the retrogrades that we're experiencing at the end of the year here are kind of like moving on, and which is a good thing. Really, we're kind of like not clear of all the retrograde energy until like March of next year, because Mars goes retrograde and it's going to be in a shadow until like Marchish, somewhere around there. And so we have like a good amount of time to be in that energy, but I think this set of retrogrades is bringing a lot of clarity. Everyone has had messages of clarity, so again, not a bad thing. I think over the next few months you're gaining clarity. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, this is all your relationships. You have the Eight of Swords. Again, we're going to clarify this. This doesn't have to be something bad. I don't really look at the Eight of Swords as bad anyway. It just, is a card that says you need to set yourself free. I think there are like reflections. It's almost like if I look at her in my head, which is, how I read, I feel like she is surrounded by mirrors, not swords. And, I think there are certain things that are being reflected back to you, Capricorn, is really like the intuitive feeling that I get off of this card, where it's like you're seeing people who maybe like have things that you want that you don't have. You're seeing other people who are like reflecting other things back to you. It's a very weird feeling. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like you have all these like reflections coming at you of like things that you want, things that you don't have, things that you do have, and it's like you're trying to make sense of all this noise. Is what I feel here. I feel like you need to, it's like what I'm wondering is if you are. Not, like, I don't want to say putting people on a pedestal. That's not what I feel here. It's like, I'm wondering if you're saying, if you're like putting yourself down, right? Because it's like you're seeing other people who have what you want, and you're like, oh, I don't have that yet. I'm too old. I'm too this. I'm too that. I don't know. Very weird. But, I think you need to like set yourself free from maybe other people's expectations, or maybe you're putting expectations on yourself from other people and assuming that it's an expectation, but it really isn't. I don't know. There you go. Take how it resonates. You have this Queen of Cups in the area of your future feelings. Really good. Queen of Cups is about setting yourself free by following your heart. So I think a lot of you need to kind of like follow your heart or your inner voice at this time with the Queen of Cups. She has this big cup, and I always say it doesn't really look like a cup. It looks like a trophy, and it represents the fact that she is following her heart. She is listening to what her inner voice is telling her to do, and because of that, she is being led to something greater. I think for a lot of you as well, that this could be about healing. We have the Empress and the Queen of Cups. These are two really good cards of self-care, and so is the Star card as well. So I think it could be a really good time to practice a little bit of extra self-care, or do something nice for yourself at this time. I would also say trust your intuition. Queen of Cups is very intuitive, and she needs to trust her intuition. Your outcome is very good. You have the Ace of Swords, which is a victory or a success coming in for you. So I feel like there is a big victory coming in with the Ace of Swords. I think, being laser-like focused on what you're trying to accomplish right now would be a very good idea. The Ace of Swords can also represent a sacrifice. Like, usually with the Ace of Swords, we have to cut one thing out of our life to have something else. And the Ace of Swords cuts both ways. And there's also this palm frond right here, this olive branch over here. The palm fronds in the tarot can represent a sacrifice. The olive branch can represent like an offer of peace or abundance. So some of you are kind of like cutting something out, and so that you can probably focus on into the future with that Ace of Swords energy. So let's see where this is going here, Capricorn, for you. With the Eight of Wands and the Empress, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? He's looking at all the work that he has done up until this point in his life, and he's saying, like, is this worth it, or is there something better that I could be doing with my life? Or, do I need to learn this again? Basically, he has learned everything he needs to learn from his current situation, because he has grown those pentacles, and maybe it's time for him to grow something different that he has never grown before. Maybe it's time for him to go have a new experience, and that's exactly what I would do with this Seven of Pentacles energy. I would say plain and simple with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a quick change in direction, and the Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. So in a lot of ways, this could just be saying that you are changing direction in your life, or you're making a big change, which that kind of makes sense. With the Star card, you have the Devil, which is you. So again, this really wouldn't be a bad thing. The Devil is just Capricorn. Technically the Devil is actually Saturn in Capricorn. It's not really Capricorn, but it's still your energy. So I think that for a lot of you, this is you showing up as yourself. I think that, I don't remember exactly what I said at the beginning, but I said something about, stepping into the light or whatever. And, again, this could be you thinking about stepping into light. And we see a lot of attention here. I mean, Star, Empress, it could be a really good time for you to get attention, or to put yourself in situations where you do get attention. And that's what I would do with that card. Yes, with the Ace of Cups, you have the Star card again. So the Star is very good. Definitely could be wish fulfillment, and you have it twice. This could also be you attracting like a star, and I'm not saying you're going to be like with a famous person here, Capricorn, but you definitely could be attracting a person in love who you really kind of look up to, or has just like a really good vibe or a really good energy with that Star card. The star can also represent seeing the big picture, and there's this bird right here above my finger, and that bird is the ibis, and the ibis represents getting a bird's eye view, or kind of like seeing the big picture of your life. And especially since this whole entire dream, yeah, I was gonna say this whole entire reading is about a dream that you have, and I think sometimes if we have big dreams, we do need to put things into perspective and try to make it possible in our heads. And maybe that's what the star is saying, is like you need to look at the big picture of the crazy ass idea that you have going on right now, and you need to say like, well, how could I make this happen? With the King of Wands, you have the Five of Cups. Some of you could be releasing a past person as well. I don't think this person is going to like it, is what I would say. I get a weird feeling here as well, Capricorn, you're reading, like, especially if you haven't been talking to a person for like a few years. I still feel like this person is attached to you, which is kind of creepy, but whatever. It is what it is. And so I would definitely be careful of any exes at this time. It's like this person has regrets, but they're not doing anything about it. So I don't know. I don't even think it's worth mentioning, honestly. Well, here you go. With the Page of Cups, you have the King of Wands. Again, I got some sort of feeling. Again, if you enter into something new, I would be careful of like broadcasting it, because this could be like a past person who's gonna try to get in the way of you and like a new person for some of you. And I would just be careful of like putting that information out there right now. I would also block the person or do whatever you can do. The other thing I'm getting is again, it could be a fire sign, or it could be someone with fire in their chart, that you're like a lot of fire or something. That you're attracting. Or it could be like a true King of Wands. It's like maybe the past person was kind of like a false King of Wands, and this new person could be like a true King of Wands, like someone who's bold, assertive, confident, hardworking, things like that. With the Queen of Swords, you have the King of Cups here. Yeah, so we see a lot of kings in this reading. How many do we have? We have like 1, 2, 3. So not really a lot, but we have King and Queen of Cups, which would be divine counterparts. Some of you could be becoming clear on like a divine counterpart in the future. The King of Cups is also very much in control of his emotions, and so he uses his emotions to kind of like create his reality, and he also uses his emotions to guide him on his journey. So I think over the next few months it's going to be important for you to use your emotions. With the Eight of Swords, yes, you have the Fool. Definitely have to take some sort of leap of faith in relationships, and I'm not even just talking about love, but it's like some of you might feel stuck in love, or you might feel stuck in your connections, and the Fool says you have to take the risk of putting yourself out there. The Fool is about taking leap of faith in a direction. So I definitely feel the Fool is about kind of like going on this new journey. This could also just be saying that you are just going on a new journey of connection, and so you could be meeting like many people over the years, of course, like most of us will, and the Fool is just saying you're just going on that new journey. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles usually represents holding on to the past too tightly. I kind of feel pretty good about this Four of Pentacles, though. It's almost like saying to me that you are strengthening your emotional security, or you are strengthening your emotional foundation, especially with the Queen and King of Cups showing up together. This would say that you have developed your emotions to a certain level, and now you are kind of like able to protect yourself emotionally, and I feel pretty good about that. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles can represent feeling left out in the cold. See, I think some of you are afraid of feeling left out in the cold, or you're afraid that you're going to get hurt or something like that. And again, this could be in any area of your life. I feel like the reading is very positive, though. It's like saying you need to take the risk. The other thing is, here, Capricorn, is that with the Five of Pentacles, you could be attracting a person who's been through something very similar to you, like love-wise, like maybe they've been hurt the same way you have, or whatever. Number one, like not necessarily bad, but I would definitely make sure that you are both healed in this connection, right? And the other thing is the Five of Pentacles wants you to focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses, and maybe that's like what's holding you back with this Eight of Swords, is that you might be focusing too much on the reasons of like why people won't like you, or won't want to be your friend, or won't want to be your lover, or whatever is going on here. And I think you need to let go of those feelings and focus on your strengths. You have this resourcefulness card. We're in a time of resourcefulness, so I would just be resourceful, plain and simple. Not much to say. You have this influence card. I would definitely be careful of past influences on any new connections that you are forming. So, again, if you are dating a new person or if you're about to meet a new person, I would say over the next few months, I would definitely be careful of allowing like other people to ruin it. So this might be something you want to keep quiet, or it might be something that you want to, where you want to like block exes or something like that. Or, again, if you get like weird messages from a person's ex, it's probably not true, right? And I've seen a lot of this energy this year for people. So, it definitely seems to be like one of those times where like past people could really be trying to ruin things for their past person, meaning like the person that you could meet, and it might not even be true. You have this publicity card. Yes, tons of attention here. Star twice. Are you kidding? Like, now is the time for you to get attention, clearly. This is amazing for business as well. So again, if you're trying to like build a social media, or if you're trying to grow a business, or something like that, could be just an amazing time to get attention, to build a following, and or to just get attention just in general on yourself for positive reasons. So there you go. You have this intuition card. Yes, I feel like your intuition is telling you something, is what I feel. Queen of Cups, Empress. Empress is actually very intuitive as well. So your intuition is trying to tell you something, and I feel like you need to listen. You have this risk card. Yeah, I think you're going to take a risk probably, or that you need to take some sort of risk in your life. And, it could be to bring this dream down to earth. And if you do it, I think the risk will pay off. So pretty good reading here, Capricorn. I like it. Thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.